Hey everybody, this is Keil with Cruiser Cult. Today we're going to refresh the window runs on an FJ40 Land Cruiser. While we do so, we'll enjoy a hazy IPA from Icicle Brewing out of Leavenworth, Washington. Let's get started. Repaired the door by removing the window card, the old vapor barrier, pulled out the window runs, pulled off the bezel for the handle, pulled off the crank for the window, vacuumed out all the debris including old fishing licenses and business cards that get down in there. Got it all cleaned up and we're ready to put it back together. So the next step is to gather your parts and your tools. We've already cleaned up our door card. We're going to add in a 6mm plastic liner, some visqueen that we've picked up. The window runs are available through Toyota. You got the internal and external window run on the bottom, and then the window run that goes around the top of the window is in this big cardboard box. There's the part number for you. We've got the bezel for the handle right there. We've got the window crank right here. It comes with the clip on the back side, so you don't need to buy that separately. The Escutcheon, which is right there. May have pronounced that wrong. And then window runs. You're going to need 2 per door, so 4 total. This one will go on the front. This one's going to go on the... actually, this one goes on the back of the door, and it's a part that comes out. We've already glued that in using this adhesive we got from Cruiser Corp. You're gonna need your JIS screwdrivers, 10mm socket, and then also a window clip remover and installer if you have one. All right, so after you install the window runs, you can move on to the glass runs as we talked about earlier. I will make an adjustment. I tried to use a silicone spray and it didn't work super great, I'll be honest with you. I got hung up about halfway and basically spent the last hour and a half trying to muscle it in, bloodied my knuckle. So I took it all apart and I actually went with a different product that was originally recommended to me for other uses by our friend Klaus Harold, aka Cletus on Mud, the Super Lube. So I goobered up those window runs with the Super Lube and it was amazing. Went in there no problem. Was able to put the little metal tab at the bottom. It's not going anywhere. And now I'm able to move on to the next step. So we'll move over to that. We'll do the window runs. What we're going to do is we're going to move the door up onto it vertically. We're going to pull the old window runs out, and then we're going to put the new window runs in. And at that point, we'll be pretty close to being done. So stay tuned. All right, so the next is we're going to take the window runs out. We're going to start with this outer one first, and then we're going to do the inside and we're going to do the outside because that just makes sense to me. So the first thing we do is grab a screwdriver, start to wedge the corner out down here so we can get this pulled out, pull it down just like that. Should come straight down. And then we're gonna pull this up and out, like so. There we go. This thing's out, you can get rid of it. Next thing we're gonna do is we're gonna pull out the inner and the outer felt again with our screwdriver. We're gonna reach in here like that. We're gonna pop this thing out, go all the way down. Note that there's a window in the way, so this window is leaning against this, what would be the outer felt right now, like so. We're gonna try and muscle this thing out. You might need to grab your needle nose pliers, reach in here and kind of muscle this thing around and out. It's all greasy from the Super Lube. Go like that. We should be able to pull this thing all the way out. And the last one is, of course, the hardest. So there you go. That's out. Get rid of that. And then we're going to do the inside one. Same thing. Pop it out. There's several tabs. It's easier because the window's leaning away from us. Once it's out, we can lift it up and out. Don't drop it inside unless you want that extra flavor. There you go. That's done. All right. So now that we've got this all out, we're going to be putting the new run in. We're going to start with the outside, then we're going to do the inside, and then we're going to put this top. All right, I'm going to show this to you, even though I said I wasn't going to. So we're going to do the outside one. There are these metal tabs right here. There's holes. These things go into these holes, and I will tell you from my experience, it's not easy. So you want to line up the holes. You got to kind of angle this thing in. Hopefully you haven't bent the chrome too badly before you've done it. And then once you get it in, then we'll go to the outside one. All right, so after you get the vapor shield on, the door card goes on really quickly. The handle crank goes on super fast. The handle goes on super fast. We're basically done. I'll show you a picture of the final, but that's it. As far as refreshing your door and your FJ40, the hardest part is probably getting the window runs in on the inside. And then after that, it all kind of flows. So there's the final door. We've got the handles on, the bezels on, the cranks on. We got the vapor barrier in there and the door card. Hope everybody enjoyed this. So that's refreshing an FJ40 front door window run project. Hopefully you guys have enjoyed this technical tip.